Welcome to Inside the Soundwave Internet TV show, live from the beaches of Indian, Florida, where all of your local musicians get to tell their music story, from the beginning to the present. And now, here's your host, Mr. Soundwave.
Hey, all right. Welcome to Inside the Soundwave, show number 40 right here in Indian, Florida, on the beach with a real superstar today. Yes, Adrienne Mack Davis.
Hey, what's up?
It's an honor to have you here.
It's an honor to be here.
I am so glad you came today. It was nice to have you here, get to see the beach. Well, you've been on the beach.
I have been on the beach.
How long have you been on the beach?
We've been here for about the past week doing shows.
Yeah, that's right.
We've been to Vero, we've been to Melbourne.
You've been to Zero Beach?
Atlantic.
I
Cocoa Beach,
I
you
have
know.
friends down there.
All the beaches. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
That's where I used to. Well, I came from Canaveral and Cocoa Beach.
All right. So you know Hunker Down?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we played there.
You're
Awesome show.
not too far from Coconuts.
Right on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the right next door.
I was headed there that night you were there, and
where were you?
I missed it. Well, I try to go and just hear bands 15, 20, 30 minutes at a time, but this is about
There's
you.
a lot going on in that little section.
Yeah, that's a busy little corner
it
there.
Is. It is. It's quite lively.
That's really cool. So we got Adrienne today, and she's got a lot of things going on in her life and her music, and that's why she's on the show today, because I want everybody to take notice of Adrienne, because here's an up-and-coming musician and vocalist, a tremendous voice. She's doing her thing, and I know that's got to be quite an experience. And a feeling to be able to go around and do that.
It's amazing. It's very humbling. It's it's an honor to be able to do what you love and love what you do. Mm-hmm. I spent a lot of years going to school. I moved to New York actually to do music when I was 17. I got a call back for rent, and I was like, "Mom, I'm going to New York. I'm going to be a superstar." And then 12 years later, I'm actually doing what I went there to do, because you realize there's a certain responsibility. You gotta keep a job, you gotta keep an income, and invest in yourself and learn the right skills. Be resourceful and get to know your community, especially having good people around you is everything. 12 years later, I'm doing it, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be a professional singer.
Well, you said New York.
Yes.
Are you from New York?
I'm from upstate Rochester, New York, but I spent a good chunk of my time in New York City, all over. Brooklyn was my major stomping ground.
My dad's from Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, what part?
Well, he's the last time I was there. Well, I don't know what part.
No, it's okay. Brooklyn is good.
Many moons ago.
Yeah.
We used to go chasing fire trucks.
All right.
Down there in Brooklyn, they were fire truck chasers. My Aunt Lucy. I remember I love New York.
Yeah, man, it's a good town.
So you were Brooklyn?
Yeah. I was in Bushwick. I lived a couple years in Williamsburg, and then I went over to Bushwick after school. And it's a wonderful town. A lot of artists, a lot of heart. There's a lot of congestion. There's a lot of healthy competition, I think. If it's one thing that the city in general taught me is really how to depend on my community and really get good at what I was doing. You know what I mean? Because there's so many people doing it. Just being yourself and being good isn't good enough. You got to really get out there and relate to people, and you know what I mean. Pay your dues. Pay your dues, straight up.
And help as many people as you can along the way.
Absolutely, that's been a huge aspect of what I want to do with my career. In living in New York, I did a year of service with City Year, which is a faction of AmeriCorps, and I've always been pulled between service and between this music thing, because music can only get me so far. Fame, fortune, that's great. Who wouldn't want that?
Right.
But I'm an extreme personality, and I love getting out there and being the life of the party, but I'm also the person that you'll see out there, with the deadbeats. I'm the person that'll be out there, talking to whomever, it doesn't matter. And I really enjoy giving back. As much as I like it to be about me, I really love giving back to others.
Right, so you don't want to be, you're in the trenches. You like to get down in the trenches?
You got to be right there. I can't just stay on a little mountaintop with my little Buddha and sit there and act like the world's okay. It's really on our generation especially to get out here and do something about it. Right. You know what I mean? As much as we can. You know, so sometimes with Fighting for Futures, we'll give back scarves. You know, we've done a bunch of shows between high schoolers and younger age, school-age kids in Austin, Texas. We've built bathrooms in Cambodia, you know, as well as learning centers, doing photography workshops, jewelry making workshops with these kids, so that they can raise their self-esteem. You know, because they're like, wow, you sing? And I'm like, yeah, you can too. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So, I mean, that's very special. You know?
It is. That's really neat. I mean, how did you get started into this, though? I mean, when did you get started in
singing? I've been doing forever. I mean, maybe that's the quintessential thing to say, you know, the stereotypical thing to say, but I really, you know, being in the waves here on the beach, you know, I'm out there again as a 29-year-old young lady, you know, like my mom told me I was when I was 4, just screaming, singing, the waves splash me with joy, the waves splash me with joy, because I love singing. It's always been something that's, you know, lifted me up. I would spend a lot of time on my own as a kid, not because I had bad parents, but my parents were very busy. Both my parents were artists, and I had to spend a lot of time just in my own imagination, in my own world. And I had a cat, and I used to sing and, you know, carry a stick around and just for hours, just freestyle, just sing. And then I found Little Mermaid, and I would sing to that. And then I found Whitney Houston, and, you know, Jesse Norman's, and, you know, Sting. I love Sting.
Oh,
you know, and
yes.
You know, that's how it started. It just, you know, it was always something that was there and a part of me. You know.
Yeah, and I've read some of that in your bio. You said Whitney Houston, and you did say Sting.
Yeah. I love Sting. I mean, who doesn't love Field of Roses?
Oh, that's,
you know?
Yeah, that's a classic. That really is.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, when did you finally hook up with any kind of agency, organization, a group to be able to get going? How did you manage to find all that?
I'm a big believer in law of attraction. I'm also a big believer in working hard. And after I graduated with a degree in studio composition from SUNY Purchase College, and a colleague of mine there, a fellow student of mine, was throwing a show, and she offered to put me on that show as a release, you know, date for this project that I turned in as a senior project. I had to turn in an hour's worth of music to the board, and they would, you know, critique it and so on and so forth, give you a grade. And I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do a release show. I had no idea what was going on, but it started with her. It also started with Mike Fresh, my producer, who I started working with in school, just working together and kind of building this thing. And then at the release party, I met Kathleen straight off of a plane from Cambodia doing Fighter for Future stuff. And boom, you know, our worlds collided. She's like, you know, what are you doing with your music? Why are you giving this all away for free? And I was like, I can always make more, you know. And she's like, let's work. And that's when I really, you know, have started to learn how to take myself seriously as a professional singer.
And Kathleen
is my manager. She is my partner in Fighting for Futures. I'm an official artist under the organization Fighting for Futures. And, you know, she plays my DJ. She does my photography, videography. There's a lot of hats we have to wear out here because it's just the two of us.
Right.
But she's such a powerful woman, has been such an influence in my life, and just, you know, wow, you can do this. You know what I mean? Because you have to think out of the box to be in the music biz. You really do. You have to learn how to invest in yourself and to get people to invest in what you do. And she is just one of the most brilliant, you know, business-minded women I've ever met. And so to have that collaboration, not only with my career, but also with the service aspect of things, just being able to get in there, throw shows, raise money for these things, go into another country and implement these programs, it's just hand to hand. It's you're right there. You're right there in the experience.
What city did you meet Kathleen?
New York City. I met her, in the Lower East Side. I think the club was called Ella's. And yeah, that's where we first met.
It's meant to be, because it's a big city, and the music business is huge.
It's huge.
And see,
that's I put out those vibes. I was like, I give myself 2 years in this city. You know, after I graduated, I met her. We put in 2 years of good work. We were on Vans Warped Tour with Fighting for Futures, partnering with Bring It Backstage, the only independent hip-hop stage on the Vans Warped Tour for 2 summers. The second summer we went, like you said, to Belize, Guatemala, and Mexico.
Wow, nice.
And yeah, it's just been keeping going. We're addicted to this traveling thing. We're addicted to meeting people, to giving back and finding ways, not to just go in and be like, oh, you need help. Like, it's not a pity party.
Right.
It's because it brings us joy to go into these places where you would never think you could go and talk to these people, to share a meal and to share experiences. you know. And then if there's, you know, I'll do basic chores anywhere. There have been a bunch of people giving us, you know, places to stay here in Florida, and like, you know, like Jackie, for instance, and shout out to Jackie, shout out to Susan, you know, gave us a beautiful place to stay. You know, we'll do chores, we help out. It's not a charity, it's because I love giving back, and we love giving back. You know, and that's how we want to keep it. You know, we want it to be this big old, it's fun.
What kind of genre is your music?
It is, I would say, soul, R&B, hip-hop. You know, that's as narrow as I can get the genre. A lot of soul in my voice.
Is it all original music?
Roots. It is all original music. Yeah, Mike Fresh makes the beats. He's a brilliant producer, brilliant musician, and I write all the vocals, write all the melodies, do all the vocals.
That's great.
Yeah, it's a wonderful team. I have a great team. You know, you're asking about
a
team.
Yeah, with original music too. That's a very it's a growing thing.
Yeah.
Because the cover bands are all great and everything, but you know, to do your own music.
Yeah.
Compose your own music and write your own music. That's the way to go.
I think
you know,
so too.
I've always promoted original music. The band I play in is all original music.
Wonderful.
You know.
So you're a songwriter. You're a fellow songwriter.
Yeah, with Bob Lambert's band. I'm the drummer for Bob Lambert, and we've got 50 original songs.
It's wonderful. That's wonderful.
And no matter where we go,
it's yours.
Yeah, and I know, and a lot of places won't hire you.
Yeah.
Because you know they want to hear Santana and all that kind of stuff.
6 hours.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
But then there's
want you to be a live
places.
Radio.
More places are getting onto the original music.
You got to take the risk as a venue. You really do.
It's a great thing. Little birdie in my ear called Keen is telling me we're going to take a short break. Don't go away, because we have a lot more.
Looking forward to it.
Of this up-and-coming star right here. I'm telling you, this is we're treading new water. It's great to have her here today. Adrienne, don't go away.
This journal, I'm about to put this book back on and step into the day. With my key fresh beats in my earphones, I sing the hours away. I sing the hours away. I sing the hours away. Yeah. Oh, shoot, yeah, I got that. Cool. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. This is crazy. Hey, pretty baby, I go crazy in your eyes. Yeah. There's something to the way you move that pulls me out inside. I wanna be all up in you, but it's gotta be the perfect time. I see you doing what you got to, but you'll never find a love like mine. No. And I want to lose Said I gotta take it slow. Said I gotta take it slow. Ooh, oh.
Jared Deitch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and Jared, we're kind of buddies, you know. We hang out every week and we write songs together. And he brought me in today, and this is fresh off the fucking plate, y'all. This is for you, y'all. How many of y'all wish you could fly, y'all? Straight up. Yeah. It's corny, but I do. Yeah.
Listen to the sound of the night. Listen to the streets, they're calling. There's no holding back. I want to fly. Listen to the pulse of the night. The heart of the city beating loud. Wherever the love is, I want to fly. Listen to the streets, they're calling. There's no holding back. I want to fly. Listen to the pulse of the night. The heart of the city beating loud. Wherever the love is, I want to fly.
Great.
We're back. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed that video because a day in the life. We'll mention that again before we end the show, which is we still got a little ways to go. We got to get a lot more information from Adrienne.
And shout out to Matty Cheroff on that video. He was nice enough to film that for us. So.
Yep. Where was that filmed?
That was in Brooklyn. I was right in Brooklyn, and that apartment that you see me, working out and stuff. That was my apartment. Just very basic. Just came by with a camera and wanted to do some promo. So.
You still live there?
I don't. No, I gave that apartment up. We gave our apartments up. Me and my manager, Kathleen Angelo, and we got in a Jaguar at the time. We had gotten through a bunch of synchronicities. We had gotten a car and jumped in the car and went on tour. Now we're doing a year's worth of touring. It's called the Perpetual Tour. It's on my T-shirt, and it's 12 months of shows, service, and self-development. So yeah, we don't have apartments. We live out of our tour van. We've upgraded since. We're about 8 months in.
And
yeah. We got our tour manager. Got to help us get our tour van and. we got our vision boards in there, and you know, it's wonderful. We keep it clean, it's comfortable, and we were on Vans Warped Tour, like, yo, we can't wait till we have a tour van, and now we have one. You know,
Oh, that's great.
it happens. It really does. Just little steps, little steps.
That's awesome, man. You can go anywhere you want to go. Though.
Yeah, dude, we're mobile completely. Watch out, America.
That's great.
Yeah,
All right, we want to talk a little bit about your songs that you're writing.
sure.
How do you write the songs? I mean, are they life experiences
Absolutely.
or just things that you've seen in your life?
Yeah, I mean, you know, all of those, you know, the songs that I've done, you know, are straight from my personal experiences. They, you know, the songs I wrote in school, my first project, Music and Me, the process, like I said, I had to turn in an hour's worth of music. And it was very close to home. I went and talked to Mike Fresh on one night, and I was like, "Yo, let me just hear some beats and just, you know, write some stuff to it." And at that point, I was going through, you know, some difficulties. I will say, you know, I was an addict for a long time. I'm currently 1 year and 3 months off of cocaine, so
Wow.
I'm sober and I'm happy and I'm clean. But that. At that point in time, you know, I was going through some darkness, but always reaching toward the light. So, you know, those songs are definitely reflections of that. You know, they're very personal. But I feel like I write in a vague enough form where people can really relate to it in their own way. You know, I've had people come talk to me about.
Do you put little bits and pieces together here and there, or you get an idea and you start to think about it, or you just go right through the whole thing?
It's different every time. You know, if I'm getting paid for something and I have a certain deadline, I write differently. If I can just sit in my room over Mike Fresh's beats and just hear them and feel them, you know, sometimes it takes me 6 hours, sometimes it'll take me 20 minutes. Like Soul Up took me 20 minutes. You know, to write, it all came out, all the pieces and parts went together. I'm a hip-hop head, so I love listening to beats. I love having instrumentals to work with. I also love production. You know, so the two of us, you know, it's just like a conversation. You know, I can really feel what he's wanting the song to go, and then I can kind of take it there. And it really is what I'm feeling at that point in time. I just wrote a song recently called I See You. And that's a happy song just about, you know, being in the present moment with someone that you love very deeply, and how that's all you need. You know, you don't need to go and fish around for forevers. It's just it's right now, right here, and that's a beautiful space. So it's like I see you, and like I said, it just happens. You know what I mean? I don't just sit there and like, okay, today I want to write about, you know, what happened when I was a kid, or once I get into my albums, I'll start getting more conceptual like that. But you know, this is mixtape stuff. These are just, you know, beginning projects, and it's just really from the heart. You know, just straight shot and learning. You know, it's a learning process.
Hip hop. I've had a lot of hip hop artists upstairs. One of which spent 9 months in the studio writing and doing his CD.
Yeah.
9 months.
Yeah.
Mark Olivieri.
Right.
He's from up there.
Great.
BXM.
All right.
Mark.
Excellent. Awesome.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I produced the CD and
That's wonderful.
and published it. On, we have a record label.
Wonderful.
9 months.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was all the beats and it's all of his
Yeah.
life things going on up there in New
That's
York.
wonderful.
I think it's BX. I think it's either Bronx.
BX is Bronx. Yeah.
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 Because even I remember the CD cover had a building thing behind it.
Excellent.
You know, and I
yeah,
think
the
it was
city.
in-
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, too bad you didn't. He's here, but
It's a small world, you know. Definitely giving me his Facebook. You
It's
know,
complicated
all that.
though. They worked really hard.
Yeah,
on it.
it's complicated. It
Beat
can
maker.
be. What I've tried to do is work with what I have. You know, I was listening to some podcasts. I podcast a lot, just because it uplifts me, it keeps me in a positive mood. And one was talking about, you know, if you're an artist, you know, you don't just call yourself an artist when you have a perfect palette and you have full brushes and you have all the canvas in the world. You're an artist because if you had a burnt stick and a wall, you would paint on it. And you just utilize what's around you. And so, you know, I haven't been the richest girl in the world. I'm not able to go out there and pay top dollar, you know, to get the quality that a lot of these artists, you know, signed artists, you know, big artists with, you know, with more money can. I've really gotten in the trenches again,
Right.
and worked with what I had. All the beats on Music and Me, the process, are Mikey's junk beats. Those were all beats that, you know, he wasn't really using, and I was like, I'll go in there and I'll find a way to use them. And he's like, sure. And then this project came out. And now I feel like going into it with that attitude, when I get to these major studios and I have all the money in the world, I'll be able to keep it simple. Because I think simplicity is everything.
Yeah.
People just want to hear your raw vocals. They want to hear beautiful instrumentals, and those two worlds colliding. And I want to spend my money hiring good people to mix, friends from school that are excellent
Sure.
musicians. But I always want it to be simple.
It's very hard being a beat maker.
Yeah, man, Mikey
It's
goes
very
through it.
complicated. I watch them do it and over and over
It's
and
nuts.
over
It's
and
nuts.
over.
You're having to mix the
Adding
same
and-
song again.
Yeah, and they're adding things, taking things out, and
yeah.
putting in and changing and giving a different twist. That I've never heard that twist before.
Yeah.
You know, they're always.
Yeah,
That's a lot of work.
it is. It is. You
So
know, it's a lot of technical.
You get to have some of that material from the other person. Right?
Yeah, you know, like you're a songwriter. I mean, it's just changed now, you know, from, you know, an analog world where you wrote things down, you know what I mean, to now a more digital world where, you know, you have the same understandings, but it's all digital, it's all computerized. And that's where I get really confused, and Mikey can pick up, and that's his world, that's his realm. You know, and Kathleen as well, in terms of like the social networking and all that. I really
that's
like
Kathleen's
I really
stuff, yeah.
like writing in my journal and talking on the phone to my mom and those close friends. Other than that, I'm not too crazy with it. But she's an excellent promoter, and Mikey's an excellent, you know, producer. And we all have our strengths, and that's why we're such a great team.
Great.
You know, it's really wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you wake up in the middle of the night with lyrics? Or do you ever
That's not ever really happened to me. At
or
all.
maybe sitting there and bing,
Yes,
something?
that'll happen. You know, we'll be driving along. I'll have to Shazam real quick because I'll think of a sample that Mikey could use, or, you know, not that he samples a lot, but I'm always thinking of, I can implement this in this kind of beat, or, you know, oh, wow, you know, I have a sentence here. I always have a journal on me, so I'm always writing down, you know, certain sentences that come to me, or a certain melody. I always have my voice memo app on the phone, so I can always, you know, hum out a little jingle.
Right.
You know. Which
Technology.
is great, because like Ella Fitzgerald could not do that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And
yeah.
I think it's so important
I saw her name
for
on
young
there.
singers to not use them as crutches, but use them as tools. You know what I mean? Because we have a lot these days where you could just like, I could mix and master pretty much a song, a whole track in my iPhone. That's incredible.
Yeah, and I have an iPhone, and they have the what is it now, the program. I took it out actually.
Is it Imagine Works? Something from Imagine?
I don't know.
There's a lot
They've
of
got
different things.
guitar.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of that program that comes with all the Macs. I got an
Yeah, you
iMac
can-
at home.
Yeah.
I mean, I got
Oh
the
yeah.
iPad,
You're talking about GarageBand.
GarageBand.
Yeah.
I've got it on my iPad,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I bought the dock. Mm-hmm. And I slipped the iPad in the dock, and it's a whole studio. It's got
whole
inputs
studio.
and everything on it.
It's nuts.
And you can carry it around with you no matter where you go. And you do your own tracks.
technology. Thank you.
It is. It's amazing what they have today for composers and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
songwriters.
Yeah.
Back in the Beatle days and back
Wasn't
then,
happening like that.
how many pieces of paper did we used to
And
see?
how many takes? You know what I mean? Just as a vocalist back then, in the, you know, in the 40s and, you know, the 20s even, you know, like the take after take with all these big bands and their miking, and everything was just so dinosaur compared to what it is now, and everything had to be so on point. So on point. You couldn't go in there
They used to
and,
cut the tape.
you know,
the
and mess
tape, the
around.
reel-to-reel. They used
Cost
to-
too much money.
We're gonna clip it here,
And then
put a little,
glue
clip
it
it here.
and then-
Oh, we did it. We just not,
We messed up. We
cut a
gotta
little
do
too
it
much
again.
out. It's tough.
It's nuts to me, but
Yeah,
you know, it breeds a special kind of musician, which came out of that era.
I don't think there's anything that's gonna anything more that will keep this world going than music.
Yeah,
I think
I agree, 100%.
everybody, there isn't anybody that I've ever met that doesn't like music.
Music.
I mean, you don't like spinach, or you don't like,
Right.
or you're a vegetarian, or whatever.
Right,
You know,
right.
but everybody.
Music is worldwide, it's
worldwide.
universal.
So we thrive on music. So always when there's songwriters out there,
Yeah.
like such as yourself,
Yeah,
up and coming,
yeah.
and we need that in
Yeah.
this world.
Well, I'm happy to play my part. Music helped me so much growing up, like listening to those voices again and again and again. I used to know every word of Mariah Carey, like every word, every breath, every vocal inflection. It helped me through my days. I would come home from school and put on Les Mis, I would put on Ren, I'd put on my Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey's, even Gregorian chant, my Pavarotti, and Friends, and Sting was on that as well. I love Sting. And just sing along to these things, and it made everything at that time seem, I don't know, I just faded it to the background for a moment. And that's what music does. It just takes us out of our present moments and puts us into this space, and I'm just so blessed to be able to be given the gift of music.
Because this world is tough.
Yeah, it's tough as
It's break time again.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're going to watch another video. And as soon as my engineer lets me know what the name of the video is, Echo Back. Yeah. Watch the video. We'll come back and we're going to find out what Adriene's doing in the next month or so while she's still in Florida for a little while, and then we'll find out where else she's wandering off to do her thing. Okay? Watch the video. We'll be right back. And there'll be some music, live entertainment coming up. Don't go away.
I take it all back like returns. Standing in line for your heart, I patiently yearn. Cause I know there's no receipt or guarantee for it, but I gotta try like Mary J and Quali did. And even though I never wanted to end up here, take a picture, extra tag AMD was here. And she made every attempt to keep herself facing forwards, cause 4 words is 4 words. Live, love, allow, always. I love you always. The words hit 4 walls, and nothing echoes back at all. Nothing echoes back at all. Nothing echoes back at all. Nothing echoes back. I've been dreaming about you every night, at the top of my lungs, screaming to the night, but it never seems to echo back, echo back, echo back. And I don't know why it's taking so long to surrender. Now I'm sitting back like, take me back, take me back, take me back. Maybe time keeps me missing you, keeps me wrapped up in cyclical, never seeing the miracle that could be actually letting you go. Saying the words don't make it real though. Real words have an echo. Every night, at the top of my lungs, screaming to the night, but it never seems to echo back, echo back, echo back. And I don't know why it's taking so long to surrender. Now I'm sitting back like, take me back, take me back, take me back. Whoa. Shout out to Spills, y'all.
Yes, we're back. On this beautiful Thursday here in Indialantic, Florida. Another hot, spicy, hot day on the beach.
It's hot.
You walk out the door. What was that?
I don't know.
Okay, you walk.
I think we're on the right. I think we're on the right path. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is.
You walk out the door and you're soaked.
Yep.
Okay, but you can walk in the ocean right across the street.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, we like that over here.
Yeah.
Adrienne likes Florida.
I really like Florida a lot. I really do. I'm not gonna lie.
Where are you headed next?
Oh goodness, we have a show tonight. We're gonna be in Melbourne, and then we're headed all the way up Florida. We're doing Orlando. We're headed to Detroit. After that, yeah, we're headed to Detroit. We got a show there, and then we're gonna be doing open mics and bookings all the way up there, and then we got Cincinnati, and then we're coming back down to Tennessee. I have a family reunion we're going to, which is awesome. Shout out to the Davis family, and yeah, that'll be great. And then we're headed to Nepal with Fighting for Futures. That's our big annual service project that we're going to be doing. So we actually.
What about tonight? Let's go back to
all right,
that.
cool. Yeah.
Where is this again tonight?
This is going to be at the Sun Shop Cafe, and that is in Melbourne. And we're going to be doing a set from 7 to 9. Laid back, cool. They have great sandwiches, great salads, all of that. Really nice man owns it, so they wanted to have us back.
It's on New Haven.
Downtown Melbourne, yeah.
Huh?
It's New Haven.
Yeah, New
Haven.
Haven. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Check it out, man.
Yeah,
You got to
yeah.
be there tonight. And then you're going to go to Orlando.
Yep, then we're going to
You
Orlando.
do some things in Orlando?
I'm going to do a little bit of recording, and we're going to be doing some shows there. And then we're headed to Daytona Beach as well. We got a show there. And then we take off for Detroit. And we're playing along the way up there.
All the way up through to Detroit, you stop along the
Yeah,
way.
we stop along the way because what we have learned out here is just how to tour smart. So you try not to go 200 miles without hitting a gig. In this case, they're paying us for Detroit very well. So what we're going to do all the way up there is be able to hit open mics, be able to. Kathleen Angelo is incredible. Just cold calling people, cold calling cafes. What town are we going through? You need a band because I got this great singer. So it'll be perfect for you. She'll get a guarantee, or sometimes we'll get a meal, but we'll be able to make money all the way up. Because that's really what it is being able to sell merchandise, our beautiful T-shirts, and being able to sell our CDs. That's really the meal ticket, you know what I mean? And we get support all the way along from really good people who really enjoy what we're doing and want to show love. So, that's the next leg of it.
You're going to stop in Daytona.
Yeah, we're going to stop in Daytona.
That's a pretty cool place.
Yeah. It's hot.
It's different there.
It's a different vibe than here. I like it here. I like
they had a
the
music
coastal
fest,
towns.
I think it was in February. We played up there in Main Street.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's like 15,000 people
I
there.
bet. Yeah, I bet they get it in.
They
It seems
get
like
some
that kind
pretty
of fun.
good music things going on
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
And then I read today where Daytona, the Speedway is thinking about doing concerts.
They should. It's a huge venue. How many
Yeah,
do they
that-
pack in there?
Oh,
To watch cars go around? I never understood
100,000
that.
people.
God bless everybody who likes race car driving, but
I don't understand.
I don't get
I'm
it.
not a big fan either, but just running around in
Yeah,
circles.
for like hours.
Yeah, no, what
What's
the
the
heck?
strategy?
Let's wait till they crash.
That's what people wait for.
I saw some smoke. Maybe somebody's getting ready.
don't-
Anyways, yes. But they're thinking
crash.
about doing Daytona's cool. I'm sure. Have you been there yet?
I have.
Yeah, I'm
We've
sure.
been there a couple times with Warped Tour. We've been through there, and on some of our legs, we've been there.
One more thing. We still got a little time left.
Yeah.
Warped
Tour.
Tell them a little bit about that.
The longest running American tour. What can I say? It is one of the most difficult challenges that we've ever taken on. Me and Kathleen, went on that. That was my first major tour. Was the Warped Tour, and we had 2 weeks of it was hell. Excuse me. But it was you're driving 6 to 8 hours a night. You're working from about 7 in the morning till about 7 to 9 at night. You're setting up the stage. You're breaking it down because we're the independent hip hop stage. We weren't on one of the big, brolic stages with lots of money. I was on the independent hip hop stage, and so the gym class heroes have been there. Greaves has blessed the stage. It's had a lot of attention, but it is, what it is, and it's a lot of work. And you really get to see the back end of Warped Tour, which is, I love it because the bands that are on stage are usually in the crowds 10 minutes later selling their merch and talking to the people, and I think that's what it's all about. It's just hard. It's a hard tour, no matter how you do it. Even the people on the buses, it's a hot day, it's a long day, you know, and it's a loud day. It's just very loud. But God, you know, like, I'm thankful for it.
Well, how long do you do that for?
It's like a 2-month tour. We went on
every year.
Every summer. Every summer. This is
every summer.
Yeah, every summer. They've been doing this for like 25 years. You know, Warped Tour has been going on for like ever. Yeah. So.
Is it a different venues, genres?
It's different amphitheaters. So, you know, wherever amphitheaters are, you know, there's you know, we played all parts of Cali, all parts of the country. As long as there's an amphitheater, they'll pack it out. And then they have a whole section of nonprofits as well. Awesome. They were going to try to get Fighting for Futures to be a part of. You know, Fighting for Futures is
right. Is that's different than, of course, they're not affiliated in any way.
We were affiliated through the Bring It Backstage. Fighting for Futures and Bring It Backstage teamed up under the canopy of Vans Warped Tour.
Okay.
We went out. We did workshops with the kids. Did photography workshops, bringing them out. That's a big part of what we do.
I think we had another band that was coming on here called Beebs and the Moneymakers?
Oh, we met them. That's so funny. It's a small world. We met them. Yeah, we met them. We did the Can Fest down here in November.
Quite different.
Yeah. She was a cool chick, you know, and I wish them tons of luck on the Warped Tour this summer. She was asking all sorts of questions, and hopefully they're killing it.
They were getting ready to leave when we were talking with them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, man.
I'm hearing more and more about that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's got to be.
It's a major tour. I feel like every artist that wants to tour and be out there and take themselves seriously should try to touch that tour.
Does it go around the whole country?
It does around the whole country. It goes around the whole freaking country. It does not stop. It is unbelievable what these people do. They set up these major stages and break them down every single day. And these people get out and rock, and they sunburn, and like they scream on their voices. I don't know how these kids do it. I don't. It's a grueling tour, you know, but like I said, you pay your dues. It really makes you, I think, a better artist to do a tour like that. Cool. You know. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we got Nepal coming up here in August. We're taking our annual trips. Yeah, Fighting for Futures is going to Nepal. We're going to help trafficking. You know, human trafficking is everywhere. It's in this country running rampant. It's in Florida. It's right here. It's in your backyards. It's not saying that to scare you. I just want to inform people. You know, these things are happening. Young women, young men, all the way up. You know, these people are getting captured and sold. And, you know, what we want to do is go over to Nepal and help with Born to Fly. We've partnered, Fighting for Futures has partnered with Born to Fly. And we're going to be going and filming their workshop. She has a wordless book. In this organization that makes it, you know, good in any language, you know. So, you know, people go around and implement this education, and we're going to go film.
Yeah, people need to be better educated.
Absolutely, because if you get, like I said before, if you can give a kid confidence, you know what I mean, and believing in who they are, they're not going to be so prone to follow somebody else who says, you know, you could do this, or, you know, maybe this is a good idea for you, because they know who they are. Right. They can easily, you know, refute that and say no. You know, so that's the plan. We're going to Nepal. It's going to be big. We're bringing clothes for the kids, you know. And
this next month?
Yeah, this is next month. Yeah.
But you got to get up to Detroit before that, right?
Yep. We do a lot, man. I mean, it's no joke. This business is
here
crazy.
In Orlando, Daytona, and then the stops on the way up, and then Detroit, and then Nepal.
Then my family reunion, and then Nepal. Yeah.
Oh,
we're going to
then Tennessee. Yeah. Then
Nepal.
Then
we're back, and we're doing a bunch of dates, and we're finishing up our tour. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That keeps you active, keeps you busy.
Yeah.
And you learn as you go along the way.
You do. And if anyone else wants to learn with us, please check out, you know, our campaign is actually going to, you know, it's over now, but you can check us out at fightingforfutures.org. You can check me out at www.adriennemackdavis.com and kind of see what we're doing with Fighting for Futures. And, you know, it's beautiful work, so we'd love the support.
Awesome. Adrienne Mack Davis.
You're awesome. This guy's great.
We're going to show a video now, the last video before we come back from the video with a live performance from Adrienne. Fighting for Futures. Don't go away because the performance is coming. She's going to do two or three songs. Yeah, sure. So watch the video, come back and watch the live performance, okay? Don't go away.
I hope you've seen everybody in life, man. My name is Adrienne Mack Davis, and it is all good. Yo, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm not here if you search inside yourself to see if you do the same damn thing as me. I want you to discover a different way to be. It's taking all my strength to stay where I wanna leave. All I really need now is time, but something there is blocking me, blocking me. Oh,
See if you can rock this with me, yo. Yeah.
oh, get your soul up, put it in the hip hop. Get your soul up, put it in the hip hop. Get your soul up, get your soul up. Do it, do it, do it. Get your soul up, put it in the hip hop. Get your soul up, put it in the hip hop. Get your soul up, get your soul up.
Yo, 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 get your soul up, put it in the hip hop. Every time the beat drops, I feel my feet start to walk down streets I never thought I'd travel down. Through the concrete, I can hear the echo loud. Hit the boom in my ears, turns the bass in the clouds. Every snare that kicks turns the downbeat in the flash. All the friction today can't touch me tomorrow. I'm getting gone from the sorrow. Yeah,
What's life with stress on the mind?
yeah, if we are only as dark as the secrets we keep, then it's because of this that I seek to be as patient as I can be. Musical destiny, here it is for all to see. I'm not anyone but me. You can categorize me if you want to, but I suggest that you listen to the song I am singing to you. Yeah, if you're free to sing along to the rhythm in your body that is coming through.
Been humble when you're at your greatest. Keep on pushing even when you make it.
Yo, just making it as deep and then chasing dreams. It ain't all fluffy clouds and sunbeams. What we visualize becomes reality. Just have the guts to see that it's not just a fantasy. This strength that grows in the heart of each shit every beat that pumps through me.
So raise your fist up high in the sky, as far as you can reach it. And I'm not reaching violence, the fist represents freedom.
So raise so high. We smoothing it out, Warped Tour. Put your hands up in the breeze, yo. Put your hands up in the breeze. Put them up. You feel that? We're alive. This is our sunshine. This is our day, y'all. We here for positivity. We here for music. We here for the beats. We here for each other. I love each and every one of you, y'all. I'm gonna let this chorus come around one more time. Maybe if you want to sing along.
Now here feels like home to me. And when you've been here so long, gravity feels so wrong. I've lost touch with reality. Here, to the next one, to the next one.
Hi.
This song is called Lost. Dreaming out loud, there's a story that I'm telling. Out to the stars, I'm on my tiptoes, yelling. All the walls come down, and then the rooftop explodes and the wind is barely blowing. I can see clear up to Pluto, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I wanna go. So I put on my cape, step up to the plate, here it goes, and I could take the leap, knowing that gravity can't hold me back. It can't hold me, no, no, no. And so I get lost in outer space, outer space. 'Cause when you're flying so high like a star in the sky, it's easy to lose your place. And out here feels like home for me. Yeah. 'Cause when you've been here so long, gravity feels so wrong. I've lost touch with reality. The higher I get, the lighter I can feel my breath filling up in my chest, and I can only describe it as being free. Yes, yes. And all the people below back home, although I'm missing you, I can see that we are all one, so I encourage you to, yeah, put all your space away, put all your space away. Oh, and get lost in outer space. Yeah. Oh, 'cause when you're flying so high like a star in the sky, you're like a star, easy to lose your place. And out here, feels like home for me. Yeah. Cause when you've been here so long, gravity feels so wrong. I've lost touch with reality. The Atlantic. Goodness, it's so good to be here. Shout out to ISW for having me. I appreciate you, Will. I want to say that it's so wonderful to be doing what I love and loving what I do. Fighting for futures, we will get to the fall. It's happening. No one came and handed us a tour, we made up this tour. 12 months of shows, service, and self-development all over this country. Just because we had an idea, we had a dream, and we believed in it. It's crazy. It gets so easy to lose your place, and out here feels like home to me. Yes, it do. And when I've been here so long, gravity feels so wrong. I've lost touch with reality. I got lost in outer space. 'Cause when you're flying so high like a star in the sky, it gets easy to lose your place. And out here feels like home to me. Shout out to Larry Roth on that chorus.
It's all good. 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 Good. Oh no. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I believe in that, man. This is fun. Wake up. Some of y'all walking around like zombies. Alright, here we go. I'm off in my head again. I'm always dreaming, looking out over my queendom like this is all my vision. Brand new sneakers falling from the sky. I need us. Perfect strangers always saying but here we go, just picture my fantasy when I have the money to do whatever I need to and not worry about it. Raindrops of diamonds and they're pouring down. I shot on my phone that I'm happy now, but I gotta get back to where it was I started again. And now I gotta get to see myself living in paradise. White sandy beaches and clouds rolling by. See all the riches in this world are at my fingertips. I never believed in anything like I believe in this. Endless food and shelter for everyone, every single person. No matter what, we keep our face to the sun. But I gotta get back, ooh, to where it was. America, we can do it. I believe in y'all. I love you, Florida. Shout out. See, I will wake up. I will wake up. I will wake up. I will wake up. AMD out.
Adrienne Mack Davis. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you, everybody, for watching the show. Keep your ears and eyes open for Adrienne. She's going to be all over. God bless you all. God bless Adrienne. Thanks for watching the show.
Thank you.
Take care.
Peace.